Right.
At the end of the day, as of right now, the Spence and Crawford fight is not happening.
I'm going to talk to you real quick in closing. Why do you think that is the overall appeal of the fight? Why do somebody in this position has to be considered a duck when it comes to the fighters themselves? Why do you think that why do you think the fans are just picking the blame on the fighters and not so much dissecting the boxing business?
So that's what we always because they the face of it. I would say more say we see the fighters every day. We see them in the ring. We see them as people. Most time the suit and ties and the people behind closed doors, you rarely see them. So a lot of times when a fight don't get made, we never think about the business point. We just look at the fighters and think somebody's ducking somebody. And like I said, I think this fight is more about arrogance for PBC. They got more of a who the fuck are you? Honestly, who the fuck are you, Terrence Crawford? They look at Terrence Crawford as not a big brand because Terrence Crawford is independent. So now he's at a stage where Drew Titan, he said he made a good point this morning. He wants to look at the books for transparency because he's responsible for everything now. He don't have a promoter to do that for him no more. He's self-made as far as being his own promoter, his own company, his own brand. And PBC look at him like, nigga, you ain't signed to us. Who the fuck are you? Like you ain't big like that. We open our books for you. We really open our books for you. Who the fuck are you? You not even on that level for us to open the books and expose our business to you. Cause like you said, me and you, we kind of know, even though it's been out there that PBC got a lot of tricks and things they do to get their fighters paid a certain amount of money that don't show up like it's supposed to show up. That's why fighters like PBC to sign them so much because you may see. Terrence Jamal Charlo only made $1 million for that fight. He ain't making no money. And then they'll say, okay, but y'all don't understand what we made on the back end. And I even seen one time, it was an interview a long time ago. It's when Errol Spence was doing a lot of drinking. And him, Tank, and Broner was at the press conference for, I can't remember who fight that was. And what called the guy up there and started talking Spence. You could tell he had been drinking. He started talking about back end money, and Broner and I think it was Broner and Tank was like, "Yo, don't tell them that. Yo, don't need to know all that." But everybody knows that PBC finds a way to get around to make these fights a little bit more money. And it's like you said, they secret recipe. And they saying, I ain't fucking giving Terrence Crawford that information for him to blow it out or expose us for what we've been doing and say that, we ain't been doing it like we supposed to do. I don't know how they do it. I'm not gonna act like I do. But apparently they got some way of doing it because the fighters seem to be happy. I look at Danny Garcia, Instagram, Charlo, Instagram, J-Rock, Instagram. These guys making good money. I mean, even the, middle of the pack fighters is making real good money. I look at their houses and, he teach them business and far as the houses. Yeah, the realtors and all, so they get all of it. So I give them credit for that, PBC, for taking care of their fighters, but that don't excuse them for not making the right business decision as far as for the sport of boxing. They fucking over the sport of boxing by being too business savvy, I would say. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a fighter like Canelo, you bid a little bit more. I understand Canelo is bigger and he's the man, but you gave him $40 million up front. You know what I'm saying? Before when Canelo say he want this, y'all gonna give it to him. So I know.
I'm gonna say something real quick before you get off that point. That is a good point, but I'm gonna tell you why I don't really blame PBC for that. All the way, it's more so the networks too. You remember that video we did a few months back about the bidding war? How it was rumored that it was about to be a bidding war between Showtime and Fox. And now that we recently got the news that Showtime might be out of boxing now, for the foregone future. That's what I'm saying to people. You have to really not just look at what the fighters are saying, or look at what even Floyd Mayweather's saying, or nothing like that. You have to look what's going on around the fighters. You have a network who half of PBC net promotions and everything is Showtime. Showtime control all of their big fights. Wilder just had a fight recently that was on Fox. Wilder's normally a Showtime fighter, usually for most cases, but most recently especially, he has been on Fox, except for when he fought Fury. Fury was on ESPN, Showtime. I think it was Showtime, right? It was a Showtime and Fox. Was it ESPN and Fox? I can't remember.
For which one?
For the last two Fury fights.
That was Fox. It was Fox.
It was Fox and ESPN? Okay. So Showtime has not had a real huge fight in a while. Then you think about it, they've pretty much been on the
Yeah, Tank Davis, I think the only one they had, and that was against Cruz.
Yeah. It was
Rolling Cruz.
Rolling, yeah.
Fight. But they won't big fights.
Exactly. So and Showtime didn't have the budget, and Showtime seems to be going out of boxing for a while. And Fox just recently had a fight with Wilder, who was a benefit. And they got another possible already slated for December already with possible Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. They already got that signed and delivered. What other space would they have for a fight? That's what I'm saying. When Floyd came out and said the fight was not going to happen no time soon, it's, to me, in my opinion, it could be that's the reason. I don't know why you won't scrap a Tank Davis versus Garcia fight for Spence and Crawford. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. We said about that in another video also. I don't know why you wouldn't scrap that fight for this biggest fight in boxing, but like you said, maybe it's a whole bunch of reasons why that doesn't have anything to do with the fighters, in my opinion. But go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you off about that shit.
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty much on the point, but I will ask you this question: can Terrence Crawford win his next fight? And what I mean by that is not winning as far as a decision or a knockout. Don't matter what he does in that fight. To us as fans, as to his critics, can he win that fight? Or is it a lose for him? Don't matter what he do. If he wipe the guy out in one round, he was a bum. If he have a little bit of struggle and this guy is tougher than what we thought he was, oh, he looking a kink in his armor. If he lose to the guy, it's the worst case scenario. So can Terrence Crawford even win this fight on December 10th?
I'm gonna say he's gonna win, but it's not gonna be in the win that we really should care about as fans because we're not getting paid the money. He's gonna win in the pocketbook. He's gonna win in the damn bank account. Because he getting, like you said earlier in the video, he's getting an 8-figure payday. So he already winning. He already winning on the payday. As far as the fight itself, I don't see him. I mean, he's gonna have critics regardless. The guy is ranked top 10 in every division except for one. I mean, every sanctioned body except for one. But he's an unknown commodity. So if he go in there and get hit, say if he go in there and hit him like Green Machine did. Green Machine was also top 10. Green Machine was also a contender. He beat the shit, in my opinion, he beat the shit out of Green Machine. But that one punch pretty much have everybody saying he got hurt by Green Machine. So it's gonna be the same thing times 2 with Elysian. He's ranked top 10. He's a viable opponent. He's a decent contender for, especially in the WBC rank, because he's top 5. But he can go in there and dog walk Elysian, but he go in there and get caught in the chin clean and get wobbled. It's the only thing they're gonna remember. He can have a spectacular knockout, but the only thing they're gonna remember is, oh, you got caught by Elysian too. So now you got caught by Gamboa, who you knocked out. You got caught by Mean Machine, who you knocked out, and now you got caught by Elysian, who you possibly gonna knock out. This is what everybody gonna remember. So even us as Crawford fans, I'm gonna be honest. I don't criticize him for the opponent he's picking per se. But if he go in there and look suspect or bad, it's going to make me worried for the Errol Spence fight. I will start to worry about, you look kind of bad in your last fight. I know you had a little bit of ring rust. I also know you're getting up there in age a little bit. You're 35, 36 years old. So I don't know if it was ring rust that made you look bad, or I don't know if that was you getting older. That's why you look bad. So it's a lose-lose, man. It's a lose-lose fight. The only thing he really winning there is his payday.